let's move on to the next song, which is called Depend on You. That sounds magical. Believer. Whoa. Very nice use of post-processing, almost auto-tune-ish, distorted, you know? That was interesting. She says believe you and then leave you, which is by the lyrics it sounds like just repeating the believe, but leave almost like leaving you, living through you. Not sure if it's supposed to be like a double or triple or just it's just believe. Very interesting, because if we kind of like think about handle it, do we think about the song as far as like twice being able to move on because of each other, or in the relationship that they experienced and handle it, that's the only part that, you know, made them go through life, because when they thought of that special someone, they could breathe. But then the believe and leave, that's interesting. Very intentional, it sounds like, the autotune, almost like creating a feeling of longing for someone. I feel like it's a song that could be for twice, but also for the fans, kind of. This instrumental is addicting. Damn, there's definitely like a vibe that of being able to live life with whatever is putting you down throughout someone else, like having someone to help you through it, whether it's the members, it could be like a song for the fans in a way too, because of their support and the back and forth between once and twice and all that kind of stuff. It could be that the lyrics, I'll hold your hands, I know you've been waiting for me, and the fact that there's like this auto tune on it, it's almost like it creates a very visceral kind of like feeling, almost like it's a hug that feels real but isn't really there. So it could be like metaphorical in a way, as far as like talking to us of like metaphorically, I'll hold your hand. And, I'm not sure, honestly. I think the song could go either way. Um, and there's again like the feelings of losing path inside my dreams, and feeling lost and counting on someone else to depend on, to have support to move forward in life. I really really like this song. It's incredibly wholesome. uh, there's a lyric: every day inside the expanding question mark, like the question mark that is my life, that is becoming grander and grander. And I'm beginning to question like myself, like the question mark, questioning myself and my actions and my future. My heart closes bit by bit, losing my innocence and losing my, positivity and all. So I think that this song could easily be one for each other, one as twice, one for the fans. Um, a song for longing for someone romantically as well, in terms of like, I know you've been waiting for that one and only, that special someone, um, that you've dreamed of your entire life. I will more so think about, this song being for like twice as a group and for the fans, rather than romantically. Because we do have a couple of songs that touch on that already, so let's not take all of the songs and apply something romantic to them. But this just feels very, very wholesome, which is why I would rather think about this one being more for the fans. But it was beautiful. There's like, I know that people always kind of like have problems with autotune and all, but I feel like I talked about this a couple of times on this channel. I feel like there's a time and place for it, and not clearly the girls can sing, and it was clearly a stylistic choice to express feeling of longing and almost like trying to break through a wall in a way, if this song is for the fans. So call me delusional, call me trying to make shit up to kind of like excuse whatever. If you hate autotune, I feel like it worked with the instrumental incredibly well too. Like it created a very like wholesome but yet kind of like unsettling feeling. I can't really explain it. There's something very, very almost like mystical about this instrumental that I really, really appreciate, and the lyrics are quite wholesome. So this was awesome. Let's move on to our second to last song on this reaction, which is Say Something. Ooh. Jazzy. That's fucking euphoric. Mina, go girl. Go Changyun. Something retro? I'm ready. I'm not. Very 80s. This drop is beautiful. A little bit of flute. Oh. just want to close my eyes when I listen to this song, honestly. It's just wholesome. It's euphoric, not wholesome, euphoric. I can't. I wish. Maybe in my dream. Maybe later. Oh, the guitar is just, oh, beautiful. Oh, you jazzy. Oh, don't fade. I want to hear more of that. No. Oh. Holy shit. This was a fucking euphoric kind of song. Magical. Like their vocals are like something from a fairy tale. Like I don't know if there's just like what they're channeling. I don't know if it's in combination with maybe some processing, but it just sounds incredibly like magical, you know? It almost sounds like a fairy tale, like in a way, kind of like Say Something. Kind of like reminds me a little bit of Shot Clock, but not as aggressive. Like Love is like you have one shot, one opportunity to seize everything. I'm going off on it. 8 Mile again. Sorry. But this is just very, very gentle. As they ask to say something. Like this is absolutely beautiful. The one thing that I do want to mention is that the 80s vibes are just fucking immaculate. The repetition of Say Something as they set that part up by saying when I open my eyes gently at this moment my name is called, and like they almost like create a vibe of an entire city, and it's like them asking you to tell me how you feel. In this slow time my heart speeds up, and when the city lights are about to turn off, the whimsical night gets cold and wasn't so unfamiliar. It's interesting. Like the lyrics convey almost like when the moon wanes, I'm ready for you, both of us. It's almost like longing a city that feels lively but at the same time so empty, and twice being ready for any human connection, any intimacy, because the whimsical night gets cold and it wasn't so unfamiliar. Like I'm used to the coldness. I'm used to feeling like this, and I want warmth. I want, not in a romantic way. I just want someone to say something and express how they feel. I want to have some kind of a emotional attachment to someone as they asked whoever they're speaking to tell them how you feel. Like it's really, really beautiful. I'm really in love with this one. And I don't know how to explain it. The lyrics are very like longing. There's like desperation, sadness, loneliness, but there's still like this hope in a way. And I feel like this might actually be one of the most replayed songs for me on this album. As I will finish this reaction, because it just puts you in a state of euphoria in a way. And it's really, really beautiful. To me, it just speaks about kind of like longing, like the repetition of Say Something and feeling cold despite the feeling is not being unfamiliar and all of that kind of stuff. It's just like just longing for some kind of intimacy, not necessarily romantic, but just intimacy in general. It almost feels like a song that, I don't know, feels kind of relatable post COVID in a way, and all of the loneliness that we've experienced being in a city with the lights and everything, but the city is empty potentially. Like, I don't know. There's a couple of things that I can take from it, but for now, let's move on to our final song of this very long reaction. If you stuck around for this entire video, thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed it. This album has been absolutely incredible. We are checking out the final song on this album, and I will say that there's absolutely not a single song that I thought that didn't deserve to be on the album. There's obviously different vibes. There are songs that are slower. Every song has its purpose, and in terms of like the album itself being called Eyes Wide Open, I really, really like the theme of it, and like opening your eyes to different things, not just, the biblical stuff and temptation and all that kind of stuff with love, but just even something like Go Hard and like going through hardships, struggles, and all that kind of stuff, and still persevering and going hard. And that's just the way that it is. Going into high gear, shifting into it, almost like living life with that high gear, because that's the only way that you can operate. And that's the way that is the norm for you. I really, really loved every single one of these songs. From a musical perspective, from a lyrical perspective, vocally, these girls are absolutely fucking phenomenal. But we already knew that. This is not the first album that I'm reacting to by Twice, and I really, really love this one. So without further ado, Behind the Mask. Let's get into it.
뱉은 숨을 마신 뒤 한숨만 남겨뒀지 네가 나를 떠난 뒤 오늘만 살게 됐지 Round and round and round 빌어 네가 뒤돌아보길 Sound that makes me high and low 날 불러왔죠 날 불러왔죠 만나도 문제겠지 어떤 말도 없겠으니 그저 마주한 채로 Behind the mask, yeah, ooh, yeah I wonder if you're smiling, ooh, yeah, I wonder if you're crying Let me ask in the mask Lonely but if you're trying Say yes, ooh, yeah 빛을 내기 위해서 나는
Burn myself to make light? Damn. That's cool.
내일도 버티겠어 Round and round and round 믿어 네가 날 알아보길 Sound that makes me high and low 기억해 내길 눈물 젖어 있겠지
Damn.
숨을 머금은 채로
Geo shifting into that high gear. Holy shit.
Behind the mask, yeah, ooh, yeah
Then Sana's gentle vocals. Come on.
I wonder if you're crying Let me ask in the mask I'm lonely but if you're trying Say yes, ooh, yeah
Damn.
내 이름을 불러줘 예전처럼 once again 거리를 좁혀줘 운명처럼 달색에
Twice again.
Rain and pain are falling down But don't cry
Oh,
It will
damn.
dry
That's cool.
보고 싶어 조금 더 가까이에 No matter what they say behind the text yeah, ooh, yeah.
Behind the text.
Behind the mask
Damn. That's cool.
I wonder if you're smiling ooh, yeah, I wonder if you're crying Let me ask in the mask I'm lonely but if you're trying Say yes, ooh, yeah 내 이름을 불러줘 예전처럼 once again
down.
Behind the mask, yeah, ooh, yeah.
I love that this is the closer of this album because there's also like a mention of behind the text, no matter what they say, something like that. I feel like this song like touches on so many different things within people's struggle because everyone is wearing a mask, so you don't know what the person is actually going through. Are you crying or are you smiling? But as long as you're trying to be a better version and you're trying to fight, as long as you're fighting, everything is going to be okay. I do love the lyrics of there's rain and there's pain, all of it is falling down, but don't cry, it will dry. Like you will persevere. Like I really feel like this song has a slight connection to something like Queen, because Queen is like, don't act, be who you really are. Because in reality, don't make a fuss out of it because your real self will come through anyway. But in today's world, everyone is quite, not literally, but everyone is putting on a mask. You never know what anyone is going through. So all I can hope is that you are fighting, even if you are crying or if you are smiling, as long as you are fighting and you know that all of the shit that you're going through, everything is temporary and you just got to fight through. And like the whole album is like opening your eyes to the various things in the world, whether it's relationships and temptations and like going through the line, the red line, crossing the edge and whatnot, making the deal with the devil and all that kind of stuff. But like the album really touches on so many different things behind the thing that makes you want to open your eyes wide open. Opening your eyes wide and like seeing the reality of all of everything, no matter what situation you're in. I feel like this song like really encapsulates all of the emotions, all struggles from different, genres, so to speak, whether it's romantic, mental, struggling as twice, with superstardom and all that kind of stuff, like depression and all. Everyone is wearing a mask. I really like the line, I burn myself out to make light. As also twice has like the show sees the light in a way, but in a way, like kind of like burning yourself to become the star in a way, like everything that Twice has gone through in order to become the star. With something like 16, for example, like you burn yourself out and you burn yourself in terms of everything that you've done in order to make it to where you are today, but you are unhappy. Like, I feel like that was really touched on too with something like Go Hard in a way too, like all of their struggles and everything, but they told that story from a very empowering place of them being warriors and all. This is a lot more kind of like nuanced and, it's almost like Go Hard was a mask all by itself that they're trying to portray themselves as very, battle tested and hard individuals that, will not be hurt anymore because they've been hurt so much before. Like they've been through everything, so nothing is going to stop them anymore. No matter how much you try to say something or do something, nothing will slow them down. So this song like comes to some of the subtext, some of the context rather, from something like Go Hard and something like Queen, as far as like be yourself, don't be an act. I feel like this song really touches on the reality of everyone is hiding behind a mask. Fake it till you make it, or fake happiness when you feel like shit and you're depressed. So, which is why I don't know if you're crying or if you're happy, but let me in behind the mask, kind of like, and let me know how you really feel behind that. So the lyrics are absolutely beautiful and very inspirational. I really, really love the song. I feel like it's a beautiful finisher. I feel like this album was definitely worth the praise and the hype. And I was incredibly excited to finally get into it. I obviously hesitated because album reactions are just, a little bit difficult for me because I tend to kind of like turn them into much longer videos. And knowing that this is a full album with 13 songs, I definitely hesitated. Not because I didn't want to react to this one, just because album reactions are kind of difficult for me. But I'm very happy to finally get into this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Again, if you want to see some extra reactions to Twice and more like K-drama, survival shows, various groups like BTS, Blackpink, Stray Kids, Mamamoo, check out the Patreon. There's a full list of all of the available reactions. And if you see something that you like, consider subscribing, and I will catch you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate your support. Have a wonderful week. See ya.